Lord, Lord. It seems like forever. How are you? Let me get in here where I can read. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My phone has been acting never change, right? How the heck are y'all? Let me see who has popped in. Alicia, hey baby doll. She said, oh my God, I can't wait. My weekends have not been the same. We truly missed you. Thank you so much. Y'all have been so sweet and so caring and looking for me and trying to figure out where I was at. Y'all don't know how much that meant to me. I think the world of you guys. That really means a lot to me. Alicia said, y'all, as you join, please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell, also known, hold on a minute, I'm spinning and buffering already. Also known as thumbs up. Let's show her how much she has been missed. Thank you, baby. Y'all let me know if I start buffering, because I keep getting notifications on my phone that my gallery is full, and it is, I mean, I've moved pictures, I've done everything, but it's affecting everything about my phone. It's affecting me making phone calls, receiving phone calls. So I don't know if it's going to affect me on this live tonight or not. We'll have to see. Y'all let me know if it starts buffering. Brenda said, hello, still classing everyone. Hello, and thank you, Alicia, for asking everyone to ring the doorbell, the thumbs up as y'all come in. I'd appreciate it. Let me see. Deanna says, hey, still classy. Hey, darling, and thank y'all for these hearts. Hey, Marie, she said, hey there, everyone. Glad to be this one. Well, I am glad to have you here, sweetheart. Let me see. Unique Expressions. Hey, darling. She said, good evening, everyone. Hello, baby doll. Welcome. Hey, Olympia. How are you, baby? Unique Expressions said, anyone else amped up to see her finds and creations? Y'all, I've already moved. Y'all know I have shopped within 2 weeks, right? I can't even remember what all I have bought since we've not been on. But I was out there with everyone else. I just didn't make any kind of, haul. Pop Shelf has been good. Let me see. Auntie's Gift Basket said, hello, everyone. Hey, darling, and welcome. Hey, Sherika, how are you, baby? She said, welcome back, Still Classy. Thank you, baby. She said, hey, everyone. Hey, Nicole, how are you doing, baby? She said, hey, Still Classy in chat. Hey, beautiful, how are you? Andrea says, hey, Still Classy and all the beautiful basket designing queens. Thank you for the hearts, baby, and welcome in. Hey, Peggy. She said, hey, Still Classy and everyone, welcome back. Thank you, darling. Alicia says, so far you're showing great. Wonderful. Monique said, hey, Still Classy. Hey, Monique, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Unique said, how are you, class? I'm good, darling. I am actually fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. One Bon B said, hello, all. Missed you all last week, and you are buffering for me. Uh-oh. Go out and come back in, One Bon V. It was showing buffering on my laptop, too, so I hope it's not anything that's going to start happening. Lord knows now. We got to catch up after 2 weeks. I don't need it to be buffering. Hey, Sedona, how you doing, baby? Hey, Kimberly, I can't believe you're home, or are you out and you're catching me in your car? Let me see. Y'all, it won't even let me go back. Let me try to refresh. It's go back to see my messages, so I may have to start wherever it's letting me see it at. Let me go to live chat. Okay, let me see where I left off. I think Kimberly, all occasion gifts. Hello, baby. Balloon Junkie. Hey, baby, welcome in. Hey, KB, thanks for the hearts, baby. Hey, Anita. She said, hey, everyone. Hey, Puddin' Pie, look at all them hearts. Hey, 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 right back at you. Marie said, hey, blessed, beautiful designers. Alicia said, hey, Still Classy and Jack. Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Hey, Robbie, how you doing, darling? She said, hey, Miss Classy, and of course a thumbs up. Glad you're on the course. You've been missed. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Loretta said, hey, Still Classy in chat. Hey, baby. Hey, Angela, how are you, darling? I saw your post, Angela, with you outside in your two beautiful baby. And I was going to make a comment, and then I lost it. I don't even know where it went or how to find it again. But that was a gorgeous picture of you out pushing your babies. Crystal said, hello, still classy in chat. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, darling? Cynthia, hey, baby. She said, hey, everybody. Nicole, hey, darling. Thank you for the heart. Sedona said, we missed you for 2 weeks. I know you did, baby. And that means, that really, really means a lot to me. It really, really does. Y'all know I had not missed until these past 2 weeks. I had never missed a Saturday since the day I started coming on live. Not one. But y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was determined never to miss one. But once I missed that one, I'm like, what the heck? I already missed one. I can miss another one now. You know, like if you were skipping school, you're going to get suspended anyway. So if you skip one day, you might as well skip two. They're going to suspend you anyway. So that's kind of how I felt after that first week off. I was like, oh, Jesus, this feels kind of good. Maybe I can do it. But anyway, y'all, the first weekend, it was not an enjoyable one. It was not. The second week, I did kind of take off just because I was kind of pooped and we had been out selling and everything else. But the first one wasn't for that reason, and I'll get into that in a minute. Alicia said every now and then you have to cache. Is that cache? Pronounced cache? Oh, cache. You have to cache each of your apps, which can fill your memory. Oh, tell me about that, Alicia. You need to get my phone number. Lead me through that. Embellish said, hey, still classy in chat. Hey, Belle, how are you doing, honey? Keish said, hey, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, darling. Brenda said, beautiful baskets. Thank you, darling. Those are, y'all know I love, 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 love those wooden boxes from Pop Shelf. I get them every year that I can. And I always, these last Easter is the first time I had used them. And I had made up several of them for Mother's Day for my inexpensive gifts. And I had sold out last year on all my Easter, and I needed some more stuff to fill up some tables. So I took out all my little wooden boxes like this. Every one of them sold. So I did it again this year for Easter, and every one of them sold. So, y'all, these are really, really the easiest concepts you can make, and they sell so quickly. They really do. Just put a kilo on them, and they really, really, really sell really fast. Let me see. Okay, I saw Red Quiche, I think. Okay, R-Coob. Hey, baby, welcome in. LaQuisha said, hey, baby. Pamela said, hey, still classing everyone. Hey, darling. Sedona said, how did your Easter sales? Woo, I'm about to get into that with y'all. Rose said, hey, classy Deb and chat. Blessings, y'all. Thank you, baby doll. Welcome. Donna said, hey, classy. Happy Saturday. I missed you. Missed y'all too, baby. Welcome back. Hello, everyone in chat. Harriet said, hey, still classing everyone. Hello. Hey, Shamika. Welcome, baby. R.A. Baskets. Hey, baby. How are you? Gina said, hello, still classing everyone. I'm excited to see what you're working with. Just super, y'all, when I say super simple, that's what I'm knocking out right now. The super simple little 3 and 4 item concepts. That's what I'm doing. Hey, Lisa, how are you, beautiful? Welcome in. Hey, Never in a Million. I was just watching you right before I went. You had made little. I didn't even get to finish watching it. Now, see, I'm buffering on my laptop again. Let me see. Beautiful Soul said, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Right back at you. Hearts. Halisa, LOL chat. Johnny said, hello, everyone. Hello, Johnny. Lisa said, please remember to give a thumbs up as you join the live. Yeah, y'all, remember to reach over there and hit that real quick for me. Thanks, Lisa. Trying to speak to my phone while driving. Oh, be careful, Elisa. Sally said, so glad you're back. Was concerned about you. Thank you, baby. Alicia said, we have 89 watching and 55 thumbs up. Please don't forget to ring the Classy doorbell. Yes, y'all, please. Angela said, thank you, Classy. Oh, you're welcome, darling. My Crafty Hut said, hello, hello, baby, and welcome in. Let me see. Teresa said, hey, everyone. Hello. There's Driven. How are you, baby? I know you said you might not be able to be with me, but for a little while. I hope you rest well tonight, Driven. Let me see. Sedona said, y'all, let's get her to 200 likes. Sedona, let's get to 100 first. Nicole said, hey, still Classy in chat. Happy to see you back. Thank you, baby. Glad to be back tonight. Sedona said, thumbs up, everybody. Hey, Miss Lillian, how you doing, darling? She said, good evening, everyone. Lady J, hey, Lady J, welcome in. Alicia said, 94 watching and only 63 likes. Good evening to all that are just joining. If you can do her a big welcome back favor and hit the Classy doorbell. Thank you, Alicia. She said, also known as thumbs up. Tracy said, hello, everyone. Hello, darling. T3 said, y'all, I finally caught the live. Yay, welcome in, baby. So glad you did. Alicia said, it buffered just for a quick second, but you're back. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Let me see. Deborah said, hey, still Classy, everyone. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Hey, Sammy World, how are you doing, baby? Welcome in. She said, hey, still, uh-oh, my thing just messed up. Hey, still Classy and chat. Classy, I did my first estate basket street sales. Thanks to your encouraging words. Aw, I am so happy to hear that. She said, looking forward to doing even better. And you will. And you will. It gets better every year with experience, baby, and learning your customers. It gets better every year. I am so happy to hear that, baby. Sedona, hey, Driven. Brenda said, hello, still Classy. Hey, Brenda Douglas, welcome in, darling. Tonda said, hey, still Classy. Hey, baby. Alicia said she's 37 thumbs up from 100. Welcome, and please ring the Classy doorbell. She's been truly missed. If you are joining for the first time, welcome, and I hope you subscribe to her channel. I do too, y'all. If y'all are just popping in for the first time, I really, really hope you take the time to subscribe, because normally I am in here Saturdays at 7 Eastern. I did miss the last 2 weeks, and I may miss more in the future. Sometimes it gets tough, guys, coming on every week. It really, really does. And sometimes I just realize that it is okay to just take a week off, you know. So if y'all see that happen, know I love you. And I'll be back the following week. But sometimes it's nice just to say, woo, I ain't got to get this table cleaned off tonight. I don't have to rush home. I don't have to, you know, sometimes life don't always work around a certain schedule all the time, and it's tough to really make it happen week after week after week, month after month after month. And I think I did pretty darn good at it the first 2 years, but I did turn around and miss a couple, y'all. Let me see. Push the button, incognitos. That's right, the thumbs up. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing, baby? She said, hey, still Classy in chat. Chef T, hey, baby, welcome in, and thank you for the hearts. Pop Shelf, Alicia, these came from Pop Shelf. Now, actually, they come like this, okay? They come in a square, and they also come in a rectangle. I personally like the rectangle one better. If y'all can remember, back in one of my past ones, in the lid, my prayer cards in the little rectangular ones fit perfect in the lid. And I love putting my prayer cards in the rectangular ones. But this is what they look like. And they come in square and in a rectangle. These are all square here. But I actually like the little rectangular one better because my prayer cards fit in the lid. Here's one of the rectangular ones. This one was done with just one of the face wipes, one of my Rose's cigar sprays, and a manicure set in the back. But the prayer cards fit perfectly in this lid right here, perfectly. And I like the little rectangular one better, but I don't have any more of them. I'm out. I'm actually out. This is my last one, and I'm ready to cry because I love these. They didn't have any this time when they clearanced out, and I almost cried. So these are one of my favorites for my easy, super easy, inexpensive concepts. And y'all know other one that I love, love, love. And these are the ones that come to for $1 in season at Dollar General because I can't find one now for nothing because I need some more. And until they bring back the red dots, I can't get them. So y'all let me know when y'all come back into Dollar General, okay? Because they're not in any of my stores right now. Let me see. You do. Blessed and highly favored said, hello, still classy. Hey, darling, welcome in. Allie said, hey, still classy. Hey, everyone in the chat. Never to me and said, keep on missing these Saturdays and you'll be sitting in access with your sister. Jeans on buckles. I know, baby. Girl, it did feel really, really strange. Auntie's gift baskets and more. That's right. Take care of yourself first. We'll be here whenever you go live. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Hey, Maria, how you doing? Hey there, Classy. We really missed you. Thank you, baby. I missed y'all too. Betty said, hey, still Classy and Basket Makers. Saturday. Back at you, Betty. Alicia said, oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Excuse me, y'all. Crystal said, laughing at never in a million. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing, baby? She said, hey, Classy, darling, and happy Saturday, basket designers. Auntie's Gibson Moore is laughing at never in a million. Alicia said, we are 8 away from 100. Y'all getting there. Anita is laughing at never in a million. You know never in a million going to get on me all the time, y'all. Alicia said, 139 watching with 91 thumbs up. Please don't forget to ring the Classy doorbell. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, back to, I know some of y'all know, and I know how in this community word gets around really, really quick, and you know how that is. But 2 weeks ago, I had went to my location that I had been at since I've started selling baskets, okay? Set up, which they let me do. They watched me set up all of my tables and then came out about 30 minutes after I had set up and told me I needed to take all of my items down and I was no longer allowed to set up anymore. No rhyme or reason other than the district manager back on the last holiday, I had told you about that, had come out being really, really snotty. And that gentleman who I called the angel, remember, ended up buying her a basket. Remember that story? And she whispered in my ear, what's the most expensive basket? Y'all remember, at least most of y'all do. Well, that's not even the person that came out and told me. And first of all, it punched me in my gut. Okay, y'all, this is where my customers know me. This is where I have been forever. This is a couple of blocks from my house. It's convenient. I can run back home, which is why I've never had to get a U-Haul. I could literally come back, go back, come home, go back, load up, go back. It was just the perfect location. I've never, ever done anything, been smart, did any ill harm to anyone there at all. But anyway, they told me that I can no longer. I am with all these Easter baskets, y'all, and no, I was floored. I didn't know what to do. And yes, I cried like a baby. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Ask Kimberly. I wouldn't even talk to Kimberly. Sean, nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. I talked to Kimberly some. I got it off my chest. And it floored me, y'all. I mean, normally I would be one strong enough to try to tell people what to do. You know, God's got you. And no, don't get me wrong. I had so many people in my corner telling me that. If it wasn't for Kimberly, LBE, Carol, Sean, Trinka, the few that did know, that kept supporting me and checking on me, and because I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't make another gift. I wouldn't start on Mother's Day. I wouldn't do anything. I was just like, I don't know. I normally I'm a strong person. I'm like, you ain't the only place I can set up. That's normally my kind of attitude, y'all. but it didn't hit me that way. It took me down. Okay. It just took me down. Like I just got really, really upset. I almost got, I don't want to say I went into depression, but it was a different feeling for me. I don't know what happened. I think the devil really grabbed hold and took full advantage of that situation, y'all, because it took me down, and there was no way that I could come on my live because I would have been just boohooing and bawling. I was angry one minute, and then I was crying the next minute, you know. So I know how Shant feels, you know. I mean, I thought I knew how people felt that got run off of places because I had gotten run off of Walmart parking lot once before, but that didn't bother me because that wasn't my regular spot. I had just went up there to see what it was like to be at the Walmart parking lot. So when they ran me off, it didn't gut punch me. That wasn't my spot, you know? So maybe I didn't really understand what people really are going through, um, you know, when they get ran off of something, especially like Shant's situation was like mine. She had been there. That's where she always sold. And when that gets taken from you, especially for no reason, um, let me tell you what they did say. They told me, I said, so you're not letting anyone else set up out there anymore? Or is it just me? And she said, here's what she said to me, guys. She said, well, let me tell you this. The watermelon guy, because it's normally me and him, gives all of my employees a watermelon. I said, well, ma'am, if you're trying to insinuate I need to give every employee that works here a gift basket, I can't do that. And then that just pissed me off. And then I'm like, is the word right word? I don't know. But you want me to give every single employee all your shifts a gift basket in order for me to, baby, please. Um, so anyway, that's kind of where that went. And then the first thing I wanted to do was call and report her. Um, you know, to corporate because you know they are not supposed to be doing that. They are not supposed to be doing that. But anyway, you know, I talked to a lot of people, and some people are saying, especially my daughter, she's like, you know, honey, she said, God probably don't want you there around those kind of people. They're exposing them for who they are, and you just need to, you know, to move on, and listen. And you see how they are. You never know what they may try to pull. So anyway, y'all, that was the deal for my first week on why I didn't come home. I mean, come on. It really, really, really um, got me down. It was just shocking to me. So anyway, I say all that to say this. You know God showed up and showed out, right? You know that. God is not going to let anybody come after his people that way. He's just not, you know. So I had, and I also had Queen, and Queen said the same thing too. She said, how are you going to sit there and keep saying that you're, you know, you're walking in faith, but then you turn right back around and say, oh, what am I going to do with all these baskets? You know, and that hit me when she said that. You don't give it to God and say you're walking in faith and then still keep speaking negative on it. You just can't. You just can't. You're giving the devil power when you do that, you know. Um, so you, okay. Uh-oh, I just saw something say buffering. I hope it's not buffering bad, y'all. Am I going in and out? Um, anyway, y'all. But anyway, so when between LBE, Kimberly, Queen, like I said, Sean, you know, just really pushing me and letting me know that get up, get stop. You know, this is what not what you would be telling your people. If somebody came to you, what would you be telling them? And you know, it applies the same thing to me. So it took me a minute. It took me a good few days to get back up off of that and to say I can do this, and I did, not in my own will, but like I said, God showed up and showed out. A lot of my customers found me where I was at, um, and it went great. So um, But yeah, that's what had happened my first week, y'all. I still don't have any kind of like stable place that I've been told that, yeah, I have had a gentleman tell me that yes, I could set up in his location, and it is a pretty darn good location, I believe, if I were to go out there on the right certain days. So I didn't just have my door shut on me. My niece told me, come on and set up out there next to where, her business is. And that is where I set up at and did quite well. So I had the two places that I could go to for that Easter, and my customers found me, and it all turned out okay. But yeah, so we have to be able to expect the unexpected, y'all, and hopefully y'all will do better at it than I did initially because I didn't handle it too well at the very beginning. I really didn't. I didn't just shake it off the way I normally shake things off. I don't know why. I don't know why it affected me that strongly, but it really, really did. But thanks to having a good, close community, of supporters and people that truly care about me, that got me back on track, got me back motivated, got me back focused. And I did what I needed to do. And I give God all the glory for it, y'all. But that's enough preaching on that. But that's just to get y'all caught up on what has been going on in my world. Let me see. Auntie's Gift said, "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that." Yeah, me too. Alicia said, "4 away from 100. Please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell." Thank you, baby. She said, "Oh wow, I'm so sorry, sweetie." Yeah, me too. Hey, Amanda. She said, "Hey, still classy chat." Amanda, I am so pumped for your challenge. I don't even have a man that to do a basket. I don't have no men around here at all. And my grandson, he's not even close, or we would sure be getting in that. I hope a lot of people, guys, if y'all haven't heard, been over to Amanda 614 on her channel. She has did a challenge for the in your life. Doesn't have to be your husband, can be your brother, your son, your grandson, a neighbor. I don't, it don't matter. It's a man's challenge, y'all. We take too long on our gifts, or it ain't as hard as it looks, or whatever. She's doing a challenge for the men. Okay, I don't know all the details, Alicia. You're more than welcome to let them know. But I heard on Sean's live something about it. It's going to be you have until what, Father's Day to do it? Is that what it was? I don't know. I don't want to give out the wrong details, y'all. You need to run over to her channel. But if you got a significant other or a son or a grandson that just you think it would be funny and they would have fun putting together a basket for a man's challenge, I think that's a great idea. And I think it's so appropriate. So I hope to hear more on that. And because I'm sure ready to watch it. I think it would be fabulous. Let me see. Alva said, "Hey, still classy in chat." Beautiful Soul said, "That's terrible. I do remember you sharing that story." Yeah. Donna said, "That's so sad, classy. I hate hearing this." Thank you, baby. Betty said, "So sorry, Classy. That happened to you." Thanks, baby. Angela said, "The rug got pulled out from under." Girl, it punched me bad. It knocked the breath out of me, Angela. Pudding Pie said, "Thank you for your transparency." Oh, absolutely. I mean, we all have our weak moments, and I sure had mine. Sedona said, "Last Easter, I had the same thing happen to me. The police asked us to move. I know the feeling." Yeah, yeah. Alicia said, "2 away from 100. Thumbs up, everyone. If you're just joining, please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell. Thank y'all. Stephanie said, "Sorry, beautiful. That was so wrong." Yeah, it was. What, God don't like ugly, and I'm not wishing anything on her or whoever it was, because when I ended up calling back in there, inside I'm like, wait, what is it? Is it a basket that you're wanting? Are you wanting money? What is it that you're exactly wanting? And then I said, "And by the way, who am I speaking to?" And she said, "This is the general manager." I knew better. I knew better, because that was not the general manager that walked out to my table. And had the general manager been there, she would have walked out to my table. And as the conversation went on, she ended up saying, "Well, my DM doesn't want." And I'm thinking, if you're the general manager, you're over the DM. So I knew she was lying then. I think it was just the manager of the place, because maybe because the district manager got day and now she's wanting one, but just tell me that if that was the case. But she didn't tell me one. She insinuated she wanted all the employees to get them. And I'm assuming, and then that would be for every holiday, I'm supposed to make what? An extra 20 gifts for the employee? No, not doing it. Let me see. Leola said, good evening, still classing everybody. Good evening, baby. Alicia said, oh, that person, she needs to stop. Nothing good is going to happen. No, no, it's not. Not as long as she's doing ugly like that to people. That's for sure. Um, and Stephanie said, sorry, beautiful, that was wrong. Yep. Good evening, still classing everybody. Hey, darling. Alicia said, oh, that person, she needs to stop. Oh, I just read those. Okay. Unique says, sorry that happened to you. I hate the fact they watch you. I know, right? That was not, I ain't going to say the worst of it, obviously, but that was the nastiest part of it. You sat there. You didn't just come out and you saw me when I pulled it. You didn't come out and tell me then. You waited until we got every table put up, the tent up, the tables up, every gift on the table. Then you come out just so you could humiliate me and tell me to break it down. That, that's what, that part of it is what God ain't gonna like. You can't be that darn mean to people for no reason. Robbie said, oh dear, you are buffering again. Daggone it. Buffering, Angela said, congratulations, she's at 105. Thank y'all. Blessed and highly favored said, it's difficult. I've been run off 3 different parking areas in the last 2 years. Wow. I know it's hard, but I mean, that's where I had been set up, guys, since I started. Literally since I started. Where? I don't know where I went at now. Okay. Amanda said, that's like bribery. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Alicia said, now let's get her to 200. Monique said, oh, wow, shaking my head. Claudette said, hello. Hey, baby. Angela said, blessings, still classing everyone, sending love your way. Thank you, baby doll. I receive it. Anita said, it's just the devil. He's jealous. It was a she. It's a she. And yeah, blessed and highly favored. Amen. God's got those are his children. Yes, he does. Alicia said, you are good. Thank you, baby. Hey, Crafty, how you doing, baby? She said, amen. Hey, still classy in chat. Hey, beautiful. Never to me and said, I felt the same way when I left my first spot. I was thinking about how many, yes, never in a million. Yes. Customers. That is what got me. I said, they're not going to know where to find me. Granted, you give them cards. A lot of people don't keep them cards. You know what I mean? I try really hard to encourage y'all. Please don't just put this in your wallet. When the minute you sit in your car, key this in under gift baskets. You don't even have to put my name. You're not going to remember my name. I just key this number under gift baskets. So whenever you need me, I've never even said, so if you find me, because I'm always there. You know what I mean? So now when they came up to where I was at this last time, I said, please put my number in. So, because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be. And so all you have to do is call me or text me and I'll let you know where I'm at. So, I kept telling everybody that, but yeah, that was the worst of it. Never in a million. My customers. Let me see. She said, but your customers will find you, Classy. A lot of them did. Robbie said, Miss Classy, that was my question. Why on earth haven't you reported her? Right? I know. I would still report her. God wants you to go in the direction he has for you. He will use sadness to do it. Auntie's gift baskets and more said, amen. I'm thinking about it, Robbie. I didn't want to do it when I was so angry and hurt. I need to pray on it. Not in my spirit to try to hurt people or get people fired or anything like that. That's just not who I am, and I don't want to react in a moment of my anger in revenge, because I know God's got this, you know what I mean? So I need to be careful and pray about everything I'm doing, all the steps that I'm taking. I don't want to lessons by doing something out of God's will. So all I can do, I'm praying about it. If God places it on my heart to make that phone call, then I will. But I don't want to stumble and hinder my blessings when he showed me, look, I got you. We got this together. And we did, so, but I don't want to let her get away with either and keep doing it to other people. So it is, I'm still debating it, believe me. I have not given up the idea completely. Let me see. Auntie's gift said, Amen. Sherika said, God, please continue to show up and show out, even when we can't see it. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. And we do have to keep praying that too, because we just never know, y'all. We don't ever know. I wasn't thinking twice. I went up there and pulled up like I have every other holiday for the last over, couple of years, however long I've been selling. So you don't think, but you have to be, I don't want to say you have to have a backup plan, but we kind of do. We kind of have to have a backup plan. I know that now. Alicia says she still needs to be reported. Yeah. The problem is, I don't even know who. I do know about the district manager because she come out there. I know what she did in person. The manager is the one that come out and told me I had to break down and acted like it was somebody else telling her that. But I believe with all my heart, the manager is who I talked to when I called back in there. Let me see. Robbie said, to the ladies that knew, I'm happy they encouraged you. Yes, they were fabulous. Absolutely. Maria said, oh, amen, classy. One Bon B said, where did you end up going? On the same highway, but further up. The location itself. Now, don't get me wrong. Visually, I was better being seen from the road, but the parking lot is at an incline, and it's not really good for setting up, tables. But believe me, we made it work. I didn't think we'd even be able to get a tent up, but honey, and we didn't at first. And I said, I can't be out there without a tent. Do you know God had us figure out how to put that tent up? And that tent went up and stayed up through the wind, the rain, and everything else on that inclined parking lot. We made it do what it do, as LBE says. We made it do what it do. And I just, like I said, I don't want to say I give God all the glory. Robbie, okay, let me see. Robbie said, Miss Classy, how many more people does this woman have to abuse or bully, take advantage of when you can stand up, move on, and tell her? Robbie won't get in trouble. Constance said, hey, Classy, I haven't given up on it, darling. Hey, Classy in chat, hey, baby. Alicia said, yes, where did you end up going? Not even 2 miles from the location. Let me see. Hey, still Classy in chat. Missed you. Thank you, baby. Missed y'all too. Let me see. Rosie said, wonderful Saturday class, everyone. Thank you, baby. Welcome. Angela said, yes, Angela. Yes. Beautiful souls. Abraham couldn't be blessed in the place he grew up. He had to go to a place God showed him. He'll open doors no man can shut. Amen, amen. And I receive that for every one of us. Miss B said, I will have to watch the replay to catch the beginning. Yeah, I haven't showed anything, baby. We were just talking about my adventures last couple of weeks. Donna said, I would still contact the owner and report her. She may be the manager of the store, but I'm quite sure she does not, nor does the district manager. Maria said, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm so grateful for your basket sisters and their support. I am too. I love them to pieces. Crafty said, amen. Beautiful soul. Oh, you're so sweet. One Bon B said, okay, I heard you set up at your niece's location. Glad it worked out. I can understand why this hit harder because you had been, yes. And your customer, yes, absolutely. It was my spot. Everybody knew that's where I was at. Everybody. Dottie said, I thought you were sick. Good, it was something else. Move on to an, yes, thank God, right, Dottie? Thank God that it was just a matter of the location. Think back on it. There's so much more worse that could be going on than sitting around whining and crying over a location. You know what I mean? Look how big this darn town is. We're talking about one part. Now, see, I can say all this now, I can say all this now and to someone else, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes when it happens to you, you don't see it that clearly. But when you look back, you're thinking, that's a that's a parking lot. There's a million other parking lots right here in this town, in every other corner, right up the street, down the street, other street, next street. You know what I mean? But like I said, and it's true, but it took me a couple of days. Um, Dottie said, I thought you were, oh, I read that one. Johnny said, a weekend of tested faith. I had a test too. Well, I hope, baby, yours was proven well as well, darling. Amanda said, thank you, Still Classy. I'm going to wait after Mother's Day. We're too busy now, but yes, for the Father's Day thing. Yes, I think that will be fabulous. She said, LOL, my husband is already thinking what's he going to do, right? But we got to encourage these women not to help them in any way, not putting their, like Shant said, don't give them the inventory. Don't tell them what goes together. Don't do nothing to help them. They can get from your inventory, but don't help them pick what goes together. They have to pick and choose everything that goes in it. Princess J, good evening, Still Classy and all viewers. Happy Saturday. Right back at you, Princess J. And then I lost you. Oh, Lord. I don't know where I was at, y'all. Excuse me again, y'all. Where was I at? Okay. Alicia said, yeah, General Manager Jezebel. I can agree with that one. Princess J, I read that. Sedona said, Classy, just remember that one monkey doesn't stop a show. That's true. That is absolutely true. Amanda said, don't worry. God don't like ugly. No, he doesn't. Sedona is laughing at Alicia. Alicia said, maybe she think the watermelon man is stupid, simple, and slow. And she got him wrapped around her finger, but not the child of God. Yes, yes. And see, that was another thing, too, because I don't want to cause him any trouble either, because he's just as sweet as he can be. And, I don't know. I just don't want to cause him no issues, because he is so kind. Never in a million. I had a fellow street seller call code enforcement on me, and her Cash App phone number was on the report and on the flyer she left on the ground. People are just jealous of your success. Yeah. I don't know why she would be jealous. She doesn't sell baskets. I think they just greedy. I think they're just greedy. Just greed. The greed will take over people. Sedona said 172 watching. Thumbs up, please. Hey, everybody coming in. If y'all, I know, I promise I'm about to get off of that little story tale, but I had a lot of people on here that didn't know what had happened to me the last 2 weeks, so I was just kind of going over that. So I'm sorry that I have spent so much time just talking about this personal stuff. I promise we're about to get on to these easy concepts. Let me see. They called the cops on me too. Wow. T. Royal said, good evening, baby. Betty Dendy said, right, never in a million. Beautiful Soul said, never in a million. That was just, yep, yep. Lena's Gratitude said, he asked me for my permit. I had it showed. I had it, showed it. Goodbye. Exactly. Crafty said, start an email list. It will help. Yes. And Crafty, I've been meaning, I say that every time between my holidays. Then I know y'all have heard me. I'm going to take the board out there, get their phone number, their email, for a contest, for a giveaway. And then that way I have it and I can notify people and start sending, out some pictures or this and that. And forget it every time, y'all. I forget it every time. One of y'all need to remind me for Mother's Day. One of y'all remind me when it gets close to Mother's Day. Classy, take your clipboard out there for emails and phone numbers, because I can tell you I'm not going to remember. Sorry, y'all, I had to take a swig of my coffee. Let me see. Alicia said, what gets me is that they'll buy something for nothing, but we create something for everything. We're downplayed so much, but we'll keep striving and produce the best God has blessed us to do. That's all we can do. Amanda said, Crafty Leo, I saw Sonia does that, and that's a great idea. Robbie said, I agree. Miss 4882. She bullied him, and now she thinks she can bully Miss Classy. Well, no, I'm not one to be bullied now. I can assure you of that. Let me see. Please understand that no weapon formed against you will prosper. God never said the weapon would not form. He said it would not prosper. Amen. Amen. Alicia said, exactly, Robbie. She an advantage of the watermelon man. Maybe he feels that is the only place that he can sell. Well, he does really, really well. Crafty Leo said, yes, ma'am. When is watermelon season? Because I thought he would normally have been up there. He wasn't up there this time. Maybe it isn't watermelon season yet. I don't eat watermelon, so I don't know when that season really comes in. But I have a feeling he'll be there because they like him. Yes, ma'am, Miss Amanda. I've had to move before, too. I know how it feels to not have your customers know where you are. It's tough. Woo! Let me see. Stephanie said, what I have learned now is to go to the owner of the property a week or two before I'm scheduled to go out and set up that way. I'm sure I'm good to go. Yes. That way you can feel very confident in being there. Stephanie said, because that happened to me twice. Never in a million said, that manager will do her own self in. She'll take care of herself by herself. Free yourself and watch what the Lord has in store for you. I say it all the time. Basket making is a gamble. Yep, absolutely. Alicia says she's getting a kickback from the watermelon man. Evidently. Robbie said, most definitely. Please pray before everything. Yes. Nelvin said, Dollar General sale starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What sale? Y'all, I'm behind on that. What sale? I'll have to check into that, Nelvin. I don't know what sale is about to start, but I'll find out. Robbie said, right again, Miss 4882. Hey, LBE. That was one of my people, y'all, keeping me motivated and checking on me, and I appreciate it. LBE said, late again. I knew you would be. I told you to set your alarm. You just like making a late entrance. You like playing Cinderella. You like walking into the ball and everybody turning and watching your beautiful gown walk in. That's what you... I'm going to start calling you Cinderella, LBE. You have to walk in with that beautiful gown in the middle of the ball. LBE said, I had you pulled up and got an order call and then got distracted. I knew you'd be here. Baskets Boutique said, I would have thought she'd at least ask, could her employees get a little discount and not something free? Right? Anything. Hey, when I called back, I'm like, tell me what you want. Just tell me. I said, now I cannot make a gift basket for every single employee here, but tell me what you want. I said that. Let me see. I lost you. Where is that at, LBE? I had you. Okay, there it is. Jeanette says, I would have thought she, okay, I read that. Robbie said, the Lord Jesus will always make room and direction for different direction. It was uncomfortable and I was very depressed, but I'm so much better off. Glory. Yes. Yep. As long as we know we've done everything that we could do, besides being taken advantage of, then there's nothing we can do but move on and do better, and believe it and truly believe that we will do better. Overall, how were Easter sales this year? Y'all, I've watched a little YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube an awful lot, but the few that I've watched, I believe has done really, really, really good. Is everybody in agreement with that? LBE said, hey, chat. Never to me and said, LOL, LBE. Well, I was about to say the same time. It's the same time, same channel every week, right? Never to me. It doesn't change. LBE is laughing. Robbie said, and Lord Jesus knows is his, but the Bible also reads, when you are wrong, you must stand and speak. Yeah, that's true. Anita is waving at LBE. One Bon B said, I didn't do Easter, but I'm taking advantage of doing a lot of smalls for Volunteer Appreciation Month. Marie said, nah, Richard needs to be told he just wants to put beer, cigars in a basket. He needs to try. He would be hilarious. I hope he takes part. He's got to. Marie, he's got to. He's one of the favorites on the community, in the community as a spouse. He's got to do it. T3 said, I wish after the busy season we could all get together for a day hanging out. Wonder where a central location would be. I'd love some basket bestie time. A lot of people have spoken about that. Sammy said, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Still Classy. Yes, we all should have a backup plan. I was moved from my location I held since 2021. I didn't want to leave. This new location has truly blessed. Wonderful. That's fabulous. Dottie said, glad you are fine. I think God has something else for you. Just keep the faith and put, that's what I've done, baby. That's what I've done. Angela said, Classy, all things work together for those who love the Lord and are called to his purpose. There's a new location and a new favor coming your way. Amen. Amen. I receive it. Dara said, hey, everyone, what's going on? Not much. Something for free. I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem. Tell me that. You know what I mean? Don't just humiliate me. Tell me to break down and I can't come back anymore. If it's a basket you want, tell me it's a basket you want. You know, if your division district manager and the manager wants one, tell me that. But don't tell me that I need to get every employee. That is just insanity. I mean, that is just insane. Creation said, hello, Still Classy. Hey, didn't I speak to you already? I hope my thing didn't go back all the way up. I thought I'd spoke to you already. Witness Creation said, hello. Hello, baby. Ash Lux said, hey, Still Classy in chat. Happy Saturday. I love the concepts. Where'd you get those wooden boxes? Pop shelf, baby. Pretty Girl by Tasha said, hello, 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 right back at you. Robbie said, true, General Manager Jezebel. She has a new name. Cheryl said, the police were called on us a couple of times, but said as long as we are on city property, we can stay. All right. Let me do. Monica said, hey, everyone, miss you, Still Classy. I wondered what happened. Thank God you're good. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, baby. Sedona said, hey, LBE. Anita said, welcome at Witness Creations. Denise said, hey, Still such elegance. Hey, darling, welcome in. Sedona said, hey, Tasha. More Create said, hey, Still Classy. Hey, darling. Robbie said, Miss LBE, Cinderella. That is LBE is she's Cinderella on my live. Creative Living said, hey, Still Classy. Hey, baby. Blessed for Less said, hey, Still Classy in chat. Hey, darling. Robbie said it'd be fun just to make all Dollar Tree item gifts, then give them to her in front of the real district manager. Right? Amanda said, Marie, that's exactly what my husband would do too, because he says he knows what men like their baskets. Sedona saw her employees have a you know what, y'all let them put what they want to put in it. Doesn't mean that y'all can sell it. It can be for their own self for Father's Day. Sedona said if she wants all of her employees to have a basket, she should have bought them all one. Right? Exactly. Okay, y'all. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on here with just a few things that I have going on. Like I said, I had not started making. I didn't have any Mother's Day stuff left over from like Valentine's or anything. So the things that I made up toward my Mother's Day after Easter had went on, I sold them again at Easter, and they were mainly these kind of things right here. They were the small little things, and I don't know if they were buying them for their wife. Hey, y'all, let me tell you what I have found out, and so has Kimberly. There is a whole lot of people that are now buying gifts like this. Let's say that the women have like girlfriends, you know, the ones they hang with. Like you got your clique, right? They're buying these little, you know, $30, $35 gifts, and they're giving them to their friends. And that's what these were selling for. At least several of mine did. They were buying them for their girlfriends so that they could give them an Easter gift, I guess, when they showed up at their houses or whatever. So, you know, even for Mother's Day, we need to have little inexpensive gifts, yes, for a mother, but also for those other people. And, you know, a little inexpensive gift too, that they're not left out. I see I'm buffering again. I just saw my laptop. Hopefully it's only for a second. Beer and Jack Daniels is my husband's basket fillers, right, Robbie? I'm sure it would be for most of these men. But anyway, y'all, this is nothing but stuff y'all have seen me do before. These little wooden boxes, as you see, most of them are 3 and 4 little items. This one has prayer cards that it wouldn't fit in the lid, but I taped it up to the box. I could still put my prayer cards in there. And then the 3 piece Dollar Tree set. And then, y'all know I put a rose in 99.9% of all my gifts. That's just my thing. You don't have to do that. You could put a candle. You could put, instead of the candle, you could have put a hand sanitizer or whatever. That's just my thing. That's only a 3 piece there, a Yardley 3 piece set. And then over here we have Bodycology. Now, you also have to know that just because they're all little 3 piece sets, they will price differently. Like my Bodycology is going to price more than my Yardley, so they're not all the same price across the board. But they're so simple to make up, guys. For any news or whatever, you literally just, you want to raise up, you see how low it sits. You want to raise up your items by just putting newspaper or whatever in there, and then put you a little bit of shred around the edges. You don't want to waste the whole top. Why would I put shred over that whole top when you're not seeing anything but the very edges? So don't put shred all over the top. Take it around the perimeter of your basket, and just raise your stuff up to show. It's super, super, super simple. Just try to be as colorful as you can with them to make them, kind of bright and vibrant and catching somebody's eye. But you can literally put anything in these boxes. Like I said, this is one of the ones that's just got some of our hand wipes and a perfume and a rose and a manicure set. It doesn't matter what, whatever you have, these are the perfect containers to get rid and use your items. If you only have two items to the set, that's fine. It does not have to be the same brand. You do look right here. See these that I'm making up? If I can get over here. These are only two of them is Yardley. The other one is not. But you see how well that goes together? Nobody is going to notice that. Well, maybe somebody would. I don't know. But I can assure you they don't care. Okay? I have a Yardley Epsom salt, a Yardley lotion, and then I have a personal care body wash. They're all lavender. They all have the same scent, and they're all going to sell just fine that way. It does not have to all be the same brand. Every one of these came off of the dollar aisle at Dollar General, and it's going to make a beautiful little concept. Look, fix you a pretty, y'all, a bow really does, set things up a little bit more. Get you a pretty bow on there, and look at that. That little $3 concept, you're going to be able to make you a good profit on it, okay? And it's literally taking just setting your items in this container. And these containers are 2 for $1. And I actually got them when they were on a clearance, so they were literally cents. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your containers to make a really cute, inexpensive gift. You really don't. Make a cute ribbon, put you a couple of dollar items together, and you got you a profit. Okay. Same thing with this one. These are not all the same brand. These are the same scent. It's coconut. Let me see if I can turn this back up, y'all. I've got it tilted wrong. It's coconut, but it's not. The Jergens in there. I've got a personal care in there. I don't even know what that other coconut bombs are in the back. And then I just put a dark candle that's detox and refreshing. So it's still turned into a spa basket. They are not the same, but they are the same color scheme. And they will work. I know some of y'all might really be all about it being the same. And if that's you, that's fine. I'm saying it does not have to be the same. Okay. And trust me, I know, because I sell them all the time. They do not have to be. You want to have some of them that way? Absolutely. Of course we do. And over here I do. All of these are the same brands. Okay. That's Yardley. This is all the same spa set. This is all Bodycology. So But they do not have to be. Okay. And those containers, anybody just starting out or anybody that just wants to make some really inexpensive, um, cute concepts for some quick profit for Mother's Day, for their friends, for their in laws, for whatever, y'all, you're going to need some inexpensive concepts. I also did this one with the stuff at Dollar Tree. I love, love, love the orange, y'all. And I just put this in one of these boxes that I think, I don't know if that's a Dollar General box, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Dollar General box. And I love the orange. And that's the 3-piece. I know it's got a glare, y'all. Sorry about that. But that's a 3-piece set. And then just put, look how pretty that's going to be. My bow is going to have to be fluff. But see, I don't even know if that's all showing. But anyway, just put a pretty bow on it. That's nothing but Dollar Tree items. And that is going to be so eye-catching with them colors. So, like I said, it does not have to be. This is not on there, y'all. I'm just trying to give y'all an idea. Okay. So that's another concept that can go together that's really, really pretty in colors. It's going to be very, very pretty, eye-catching. Is just putting these inexpensive things together and making them pretty. Now, another thing, I know y'all have seen me do these before. In the same Dollar General trays, I put a tumbler in there. Those go in there. They fit so perfectly, and it's so easy. And they sold really, really well for me. I just set a tumbler in there, Rose's body spray, a wallet, and a hand sanitizer in my Rose. And that's all I did for that. Those sell very, very well. I have not made up the bow yet for that one. But I will. And it'll be a cute bow, so it'll be eye-catching. Let me see. Also, LBE had come up with a the tumbler, clear tumbler. Oh, let me show you what else I did with the spa stuff. Let me see. Let me move this on out the way over there. In one of our Easter baskets, y'all. And these aren't even the same colors, and I don't care. It's a basket that I had, and I was able to go ahead and put it together, and I used an Easter basket. Okay. And that's still Dollar Tree items. I put a face mask in between there and 3 pieces of the spa with a loofah. Okay. And that's just using just a plain Easter basket. Okay. Super, super, super simple, but it's eye-catching. And that's what we want to do, guys. We want to catch their attention with some pretty, vibrant colors. Look, let me show you. How many of y'all got these things after Mother's Day? Let me see. What else? There was 2 more of them. Sorry, y'all. These kind of things here, y'all. Do y'all grab these after Mother's Day when there's 100 of them sitting in boxes? The coloring calendars and all of that, and these books. I love My Ungrateful Children. The book itself is gorgeous, y'all. I mean gorgeous. Okay. And it's just a notepad. But I bought a couple of cases of these. And so now you know what I'm doing with them? I'm using them as backers in my Mother's Day concepts. So I've got them. I needed something up here to kind of hold this up because I had a big space here. I put my book in there as my backer. I turned it around so that they could see it. And then I just put the book in here like that to use it as a backer. And now it says, I love my ungrateful children. If you don't want that part to show, then you could have just put the pretty part in the back. And they would have seen the ungrateful part when they when they opened it up. But anyway, if you've got any of these books or anything like that, which they always have a bunch of these at Walmart. I've got a couple of cases of them. I got these, and that's what I had said when I got them for a penny. I said, from 90%, I said that I would use them as backers. I knew that nobody is really wanting to color, you know what I mean? But I use them as backers. So, and these books really are doing well as a backer. And they're really, really nice books. Ungrateful children. Some people would get a kick out of that. But like I said, you could always turn it this way. So when they turned around, all they're seeing is the pretty back. And they would probably get a pretty good kick out of that whenever they opened it up and saw that when they got it home. But let me see. But anyway, that's just a thought that if you've got any of those kind of items, that you can use them as backers instead of just keeping them in your things. Anyway, y'all, these here was my inspiration from LBE's tumbler boxes, her clear tumbler boxes. I've got, y'all know I got tons of my Good Bath. So I'm putting my 3-piece sets of my Good Bath in here. One of the large loofahs in there. And putting a balloon in there. God, every time I go to turn this, I either need to turn it up or turn it down. Now I need to go this way with it. But anyway, so I was tempted. God, I'm still going the wrong way, aren't I, y'all? I was tempted to buy them boxes that she's got because they're beautiful. But I've got these wine bags. Lots and lots of wine bags. So I've decided I'm just going to do my 3-piece sets and get rid of my Good Bath this way. I'm going to put my 3-piece Good Bath in here, put my large loofah on the top like she did in her clear tumbler thing, put my balloon in there and get rid of them this way using what I've got. Because as long as they fit in here, I'm not going to turn around and buy something. Even though it might be cuter to have them in a clear container, I've got these, so I'm going to use them. And I think they turned out cute anyway. So that's how I'm going to get rid of my my 3 pieces or even a 2-piece. I've got some in the back there. My green one, I don't have the balloons in them yet, but those are 2 pieces back there in that one. All of my Good Bath doesn't have 3 pieces. And but yeah, so that's another thing. If you've got some wine bags or any kind of bags like that, just put window bags. It doesn't have to be like this. Y'all know the window bags that we use. Put them down in there. Put your loofah, throw a balloon in there, put a Mother's Day tag, and they're good to go. The key is trying to use what we got, because I know I've still got those cupcake boxes. You know what I mean? I've still got the cake boxes. You know, when somebody buys something, we all jump out and go buy them. Well, when am I going to use up that? And every time I see somebody get another container, I go out and get them too. So I have to use some of these containers that I already have, and start using them up. Especially, I got so many cake boxes. I've got to pull them out and start making some items in my cake boxes, because I bought a lot of those from Hobby Lobby when we got on that cake box kick. You know, that trend, I should say. You know how we are with trends. Well, I got to pull them out and make some more. And I will be for Mother's Day. Let me see what else. I know Kay had asked me about, I'm missing everybody's comments, but y'all know when I sit here and read, and I will go back. I just want people that are coming in to just wanting to know about inexpensive concepts. They can get to a point in the video where they can actually see some. But Kay had asked me what I was going to do with my Amber Glow stuff. I don't even know if she came in or not, but if not, I know she'll rewatch it. But I went ahead and just made up one since she had said it last night on the Amber Glow. And this is one that I came up with. And I have like 4 more of these bears. So I liked it. I thought this was really cute, and I'm going to make up 4 more of them. And that was using my calendar as a backer as well, and using my Easter basket. So that's one of the concepts I came up with, using that. Oh man, I need some more of that Amber Glow, y'all. I need some more of it. I love that pink Amber Glow set. But I thought that was really cute. So I'm going to make up some multiple ones like this, using this and the Easter basket and that Amber Glow. Um, and of course, you can use, it doesn't have to be this. It can be any, if you don't have this, you can use any spa stuff you want. But just know that you can use these Easter baskets, y'all. They're about to go on 90%. We need to use them. So let me see. Do do do. I know y'all. I don't know who all's come in, but if y'all have come in and I've missed you, welcome, welcome in, y'all. I love you to pieces. So glad you're here. Also, y'all, God, I got this table just all junked up now for y'all, but there's some concepts for you, huh? Let me see. Get some of this stuff back off the table. I'll keep some of them out here. But these, y'all, I mean, y'all can put them together in minutes, but they are still really, really cute. So they're super easy, super inexpensive to make, and really, really, really cute. So, hold on. I got to see where I set my coffee at, y'all, because I'm about to probably kick it over. All right. Now, I showed this to several people that I know how to reach, but let me see. I just saw the bottom comment. My sleeve is beautiful. Thank you, Alicia. Beautiful Soul said those lotions aren't in. I know. I found them one time. Felicia just found them again. So I hope that's a good indication that they're going to come back out, that they're going to bring more out. I'm hoping so. But y'all, this just came out in my Dollar Tree yesterday. Let me see. It's, y'all, for $1.25. This is such a big item to take up space in your baskets. Look at, let me, I'm going to turn it over here so you can get an idea of the size of it next to one of these. No, I'm tangled in the daggone cord. Let me just do it this way. Anyway, y'all, look at this. This thing is big. And this is $1.25. I sent this to Carol. She said, what is that, $5? I said, no, ma'am, $1.25. So this is something new to look out for right here at Mother's Day. Look at the size, y'all. That's going to take up a good little portion of your gift basket. And they're $1.25. So that is something new that is definitely coming out. Several people now have already found it. Be looking for that. For $1.25 is a really, really good size item for your baskets. So just so you know, there was a couple of other things in there that was new too, but I didn't get them. But I did want y'all to see that so you can start looking for it. Let me see. Yeah, be looking, y'all. They have just, I mean, literally came out in my store yesterday. They haven't even put them out in my other stores, but I know for a fact Queen has went and found them. She went and found them today. So they are coming out. Okay. So keep an eye out down your HBA aisle, because they are a really good size, and they make a really nice, think about it, in one of these little small, they wouldn't even fit in the wooden boxes. That's how big they are. But in one of these little small baskets, how much room these things is going to take up. Look at that. Look how much room that takes up. So this is a very, very good size item to go in your baskets for $1.25. So be on the lookout for that. I was going to do a little short yesterday, but I said, no, I knew I would be on today. So, and I knew a lot of places hadn't even put them out yet. So be on the lookout for that as well. So let me see. I know I've missed so many people. I'm not going to go all the way back. Let me see. How are my likes doing, y'all? Let me see here. Let me peek at what y'all doing up in here while I'm over here showing y'all all this stuff. Okay, we have 227 watching. and 169 thumbs up. We got a little ways to go, y'all. Come on. For those of you who just popped in and hadn't thought about hitting that like button, please take a second and hit that like button for me. Um, and if you have not subscribed, please take a second and do that as well. I'd love, love, love to have you here to share my ideas with you guys every Saturday at 7 Eastern, unless something comes up. And I've decided that if I decide that something comes up, just so y'all know that it's okay, I'm gonna do like I did last week. If there's a Saturday that I just can't quite make it, I'll just post it in my community page and post it that I'll see y'all the following Saturday, just so that everybody knows. But y'all take a second and hit that thumbs up for me. And let me go back and see who I've missed. If I've missed you guys, y'all know I love you anyway. So glad to have all the support pouring in here tonight. I hope y'all are seeing something that you like, that you can use, or an idea or something. Let me see. This is as far back as it'll let me go, so I'll start right there because it won't let me go down no further. Nicole says purple is my favorite, but that orange I know I'm loving that orange. Carol, hey Carol, she said now I can feel my weekend is normal. Oh, I love you, sweetie. Amanda said, my peeps, can you guys send your prayers by wishing my husband and I safe travels back to New York? We're leaving at midnight. Oh, safe travels, baby. Praying nothing but the angels around you for your entire trip there, honey. She said, thank you. It's bittersweet. Well, don't lose contact with us. You're still going to be on, right? And then it's temporary. Then you'll come back again down here. You're splitting between your two homes. Alicia said, beautiful and practical. Faith says, beautiful concepts, Miss Classy. Thank you, baby. Kimberly said, gorgeous. Thank you, darling. Let me see. Anita said, wow. S. Marie is loving it. Crafty Leo says, beautiful. Thank y'all. Jonna said, hey, still classy. Hey, darling. Auntie's gift basket says, praying for traveling mercies. Yes. Alva said, I'm praying for your safe travels. Essence says, love that orange. Me too. I need some more of them boxes, y'all. I don't think I have any more of that color, and I want it. I'm going to go find some wrapping paper close to that. Some kind of wrapping paper, and then we can wrap our own box and get that look. Hey, Sinise, how are you, baby? Welcome. She says, never. Thank you, Deem says. Auntie's Give Some More said, I haven't seen those. Monique said, hey, Jonna. Nicole said, those books are hilarious. Yes. I got a ton of them, too. Alva said, purple is the color. Yes, purple is a big color for Mother's Day. Leola said, the green basket is nice. Thank you, darling. Nicole said, actually, my mother-in-law loves adult coloring books. She said it's soothing. Don't sleep on them. Great gifts. Yeah, my friend, she's passed away now. She loved to color for relaxation. She loved to do it. Amanda said, that book is hilarious. Yes. Really pretty. Thanks, Monique. T3 said, anyone got any ideas you're willing to share for baskets not using lotions and body wash? I always, for Mother's Day, darling, I do garden baskets. What else? You can do garden baskets. You can do throws and candles. What else? God knows. That's what I love about Mother's Day. Anything. You can do cooking baskets. There's so many things. I mean, for Mother's Day. Some people do actually household items. I personally don't like that. But there are a lot of mothers that actually like that. I'm talking the Tide, the Gain, the cleaning stuff. They sell tons of that stuff online. And putting them in baskets, tons of them. So there are a lot of people that like getting practical gifts like that, like them women that have everything, just a cleaning basket. But they do like garden baskets. That's always a good thing. You can, even though it's hot, they do throws. Trust me, us older women, when we're sitting around in the air condition, we throw throws over our legs. And I know it ain't just older people because my daughter stays under a blanket. So you can still do things with blankets. You can do things with pajamas. Like I said, kitchen baskets, cooking baskets. It's unlimited, really. Anything for Mother's Day. Anything goes for Mother's Day. It does not have to just be spa baskets. Um, Thanks for the Bath and Body Works info, she said. There's so much you can do without lotions. Oh, now I'm reading somebody else's. Cooking, baking, yes. How, see there? Everything I just said. Yes, jewelry. Alicia said, love those. Robbie said, yes, I grabbed those after Mother's Day. They're great backers. Amanda said, are the balloons on a stick or are you just I put them on a stick. I did them on a stick. Sedona said, T3 put blankets. Yes, out. Yes, absolutely. Never in a Million said, I just used some good bath and a gift. Never in a million. I'm determined to get this gone, but it just won't go away. Witness says, you handled it well as anyone would have because of the offense. You didn't stay there and God overcame. Amen. That's exactly right. Jana said, hey, Alicia and Monique. T3 said, thanks, Nicole and Sedona. Yeah, I'm sorry for any messages above that. It wouldn't let me scroll back any further. Robbie said, I love that teal green gift and it's polka dot. Thank you, baby. And I'm going to wrap it in polka dot paper. It's actually not even wrapped yet. None of these are wrapped. I just put a bow up there so you can see what they're going to look like with a bow. I haven't wrapped any of those yet. Excuse me. Let me see. Beautiful Soul said, that's adorable. Alicia said, oh, that is so beautiful. Crafty Leo loves it. Amanda said, beautiful. Thank y'all. Jonna said, hey, Sedona. Alicia said, that lotion has not hit my Dollar Trees in my city yet. I sure want it to come back to mine. Beautiful. I'd love that for me, right? Miss B said, that's so cute. Thank you, baby. Anita said, yes, those are real creative and cute. Thank you, baby. Carol said, I went looking for Amber Glow today. I go every day looking for that. Alicia said, still classy. Your sleeve is beautiful. Thank you, baby. A Beautiful Soul said, those lotions aren't in my Dollar Tree either. T3 said, that bear is adorable. I love him. In case y'all can't read it, it said, Mom deserves a spa day on his stomach. Let me see. Bonnie said, extra late, dang it. Hey, baby. Bonnie said, hey, y'all. Sedona said, hey, Bonnie. Miss V said, are those fake cucumbers? What do you mean by fake cucumbers? It's a face mask. It's just got a picture of a cucumber and it's got a gel. Those are all gels. Dun, dun, dun. Alicia said she'll be on the prowl. Beautiful Soul said, I was in Dollar Tree today and didn't see those either. I need to move. Yes. No, not move. Just need to be watching. They're just literally just coming out. Just coming out. Let me see. Gloria, I buffer. I keep buffering for just a few seconds. I hope it only goes for a few seconds. Auntie's Gift Basket said she just saw those. Driven is getting in the car to go. Let me see. Wow, I have to find those. Yeah, they're a good size. Bonnie said nice. Monique said nice. Chloe said they are 20. Are they 20 on Amazon? Well, see there, y'all. $20 on Amazon. Bonnie said, Lord, $20. Carol said, I went online of Dollar Tree. Monique said, hey, Driven and Bonnie. Carol said, what store? That 3-piece set, what aisle again, please? Which one, Cheryl? Any of these. Everything you're seeing up here, the Amber Glow, that spa, and this, all Dollar Tree. Everything you're seeing, Dollar Tree. Let me see. Sedona said 226 watching. Let's get the thumbs up, please. Please and thank you. Beautiful Soul said they were actually stocking in Dollar Tree. I'll go back in the morning. Maria said, yeah, they're definitely worth $1.25 for sure. Absolutely. Let me see. Alicia said 170 thumbs up. Robbie said, I love the spa teddy bear. Me too. I love them. I'm definitely duplicating that one. Monique says, at Maria. Robbie said, hey, Miss Monroe. Aretha said, hey, still classy. Hey, darling, welcome in. Monique is Alicia. Leola said, all your baskets are beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. Alicia said, Amazon just arrived, was waiting on my transfer paper. I hope this personalized football comes out for my pastor. Yesterday was his birthday. I hope I can pull it off. I'm sure he'll appreciate it whenever he gets it, darling. Monique is waving at Robbie. Sanice, I don't know what FOV means. Crafty said, you can definitely do it, Miss Alicia. You're so talented. Yes, she is. Bonnie is celebrating. Alicia, I know you're happy. Queta says, hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, baby. Olympia says, anyone doing dog mom? Oh, yeah, that's another one. Dog mom baskets. Yes, ma'am. I always do a dog mom, a couple of them. Now, I need to do more than a couple with all the dog canisters and treat things out there. That was back some of the stuff I bought when I first started and didn't know what to buy, and it went 90 or a penny. I grabbed every one of them. I got cases of daggone canisters for dog treats. So I definitely need them, and the cups. So yes, I definitely need to make some dog mom gifts. Deem said, candles, yes, journals and cups, mugs, tea. I know y'all saw my little journal things that I showed yesterday from Pop Shelf on my short. What'd I do with them, y'all? I put a short on them, so I know you've seen them. But I thought I set a couple of them. Oh, here they are. I set a couple of these out just to show y'all again for anybody that had to have missed my short yesterday. They have the cutest little pen tablet things at Pop Shelf right now, 70% off. And I love the colors of these, and they have the pens with them. They have them in all these cool colors. And I just love that the pens are attached to them. Aren't they pretty, y'all? And those are 90 cents. They're 70% off, so that makes them 90 cents. And I definitely think they're worth 90 cents to put. You can put that right in with just even one of our cigar sprays or with a candle or anything. And then this was another one, and it was 9 cents. I just like the ones that came with an ink pen. So if y'all are in need of any kind of like journal, and they have the big ones too, y'all. They had some of the big ones with the pens. I just wanted the little small ones. I thought they were cute. And the big ones didn't have these colors. And I just love the colors. So look for those. If you're in need of anything like that. For 90 cents, I thought that wasn't a horrible price. It's not 90% off, but 90 cents is doable. So I got quite a few of those. Let me see. Angela said books, baskets, word search, crossword, inspirational books, romance. Yes. Deem said candle, journals and cups, mug, tea. Yes, tea, coffees. Because some of us love our coffees. A lot of them love hot tea. Those are perfect. Robes, yes. I got a robe sitting right here and didn't even think that. Yes, robes, electronics, shoes, sandals, makeup, crocheting baskets, Travel Mercy and Grace back to New York, Robbie says. Deem said word search puzzles, pens, hand sanitizer, snacks. Yes, snacks are always good. So Selfless said, hello, still classy. Hey, darling, welcome in. Carol said the balloon and the bags, what size are they? They're the 10-inch, baby. Don't get them 5-inch, Carol. Them 5-inch are so tiny. The 5-inch are so tiny. No, these are 10-inch balloons. I made that mistake and got some 5-inch one time. No, those are definitely 10-inch. So Sam Crafty Granny. Courtney said, hey, still classy. Hey, Courtney, welcome in, baby. Deem said, Angela, yes. Beverly Jenkins, Brenda Thomas, Donna Hill, etc. Miss V Design said, I meant on the Spa Bear. Uh-oh. I done forgot what the first part of your question was. But on that Spa Bear, it says, are you asking where that came from? That came from Walmart on clearance last year. And it says, Mom deserves a spa day. Oh, the cucumbers is what you're talking about. Yes, That's supposed to be cucumbers on his eyes. You know how you do that for a spa treatment. But yes, baby, that's what that is on his eyes. Bum. Yes, no, they said there are bear's eyes. Yes, on the bear. Y'all know I'm slow, y'all. Daggone it. Yes, on the eyes. Carol said, okay, Olympia Gaines, what would you put in a dog mom basket? They have dog blankets with little dog images on it. They've got mugs that say dog mom. There's canisters. There's dog snacks. There's dog squishy toys. I normally, on a dog basket, I do part dog gifts, you know what I mean? Part women gifts. So that you've got a snack to give to the dog or a toy to give to the dog or a canister. And then the mom still has something too as well, of course. A coffee mug to drink out of or and her a little snack or whatever. I normally on mine, I try to put dog gifts and mom gifts in the same basket. Um, Nove said bear. Robbie said make a Mother's Day baking gift basket with the apron and some cookie cutters. Yep, for the ones that love to bake. That'll be so cute, Bonnie said. Kim said, hey, still classy, beautiful baskets. Thank you, darling. Alicia, where'd Alicia go? Thank you. Bonnie is loving it. Robbie said, yes, ma'am. It's fake cucumbers on that little teddy bear. Yes. Giovanna said, good evening, everyone. Good evening, baby. Sammy said, thank you for your video. I went to Pop Shelf, but got there after another lady that must have seen your video. She was in the process of grabbing all the planners with pins. I got some in the 3-pack. Oh, shucks. Giovanna said, mug gifts, those would be perfect. Yep. Sweet Tea said, hey, still classy in chat. Hey, darling. She said, done missed the whole live. We'll catch the replay. Thank you, sweetheart. Hey, Claudia, how you doing, sweetheart? She said, hey, classy, beautiful gifts. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, darling. Sandra said, good evening, still classy in chat. You know, Claudia, I wasn't joking when I said I sense a LLC coming, but I can promise you, I've talked to several other people in the community. You're about to see a whole lot of LLCs on your last concept, or at least the last one that I saw. You about to get LLC, girl. But what's new? You're always doing such beautiful concepts. Olympia said, crafty granny, I put a dog mom coffee mug, a book about dogs, a dog stuffed animal, some treats for dogs, and lotion spray for mom, a dog blanket. Yep. Miss V said, Dollar General has a beautiful dog mom display. Oh, there you go, Carol. They have a display at Dollar General, she said, for dog moms. And that will be some good stuff to get after it goes on clearance. Although I got enough dog stuff. T3 said, if someone gave me laundry, if someone gave me laundry detergent for Mother's Day, they'd be disowned. That's just me, though. I feel the same way, T3. Don't give me no mess like that. But there are mothers that do want it, I can assure you. I have seen it. For all your creations, said hello, still classy in chat. Hey, darling, how are you? Bonnie is, what are you doing? She's loving it, kissing, and waving. Let me see. Anita said, hey, Claw, I'm kind of missing you. Auntie's Gifts and More said, hey, Claudia. Crystal said, hey, Bonnie. Giovanna said, hey, Crystal Hall. Crystal said, hey, Claudia. Bonnie said, hey, Chrissy. T3 said, loving those box gifts with fan papers on each end, Claudia. Robbie said, hey, Miss Claw. Crystal said, hey, Giovanna. Am I caught up now? I think I'm caught up, y'all. Woo! Now I get to take me a swallow. Go back to live chat. Girl, all this reading will dry your throat out. Loretta said, I love your concepts. They're so beautiful. I'm definitely going to LLC those. I don't know if you're speaking to me or Claudia, but we both appreciate it. Claudia says, wow, can't wait to see them. Hey, Aunties Gifts and Anita, and hi, Robbie and Crystal. You know I will. You know I'll give you a shout out. Carletta said, hello, hello, darling, and welcome. Well, y'all, I am looking around and I am thinking that's about all of the little inexpensive ones for my weekly inexpensive. I'm looking. I normally always find stuff after I get off that I missed. But I think if I miss something, I'll bring it back next week. But I have already gotten out, y'all, tons of all of these things. These are going in my baskets. They're going to take up room and space, and they coming up out of my guest bedroom. I've got so many pillows and stuff that we get from Dollar General. Pop Shelf, Dollar General, everywhere else. And these are going to be going in the back of my baskets. I managed to find a couple of the strawberry pillows. I've got some of these pillows. Any pillows I can find, they about to go into some Mother's Day gifts. So if y'all got any of these pillows, pull them out. Pull them out. And I've got any little sets like this, that like we just got, like I just got from, where was I? City Trends. Just start pulling out any little things that's going to match with them and start putting things together. And before you know it, you're going to have a concept. Just that's what I do, y'all. I just start pulling out things that are colored, and then I'll find things that'll go with them. Dove is going to go with that color. Maybe I could do a dove basket with that instead of that other one. Or this. Find things that's got that same shade of blue or something like that. Start pulling out your pillows and use up that kind of inventory that we forget to pull out and use. I've got so many pillows up there. We can even put, we can put our pretty book, our Love My Ungrateful Children. Put that up in there. That's just, some blues and stuff. So y'all don't forget to pull out your pillows. You're going to wish you had when Mother's Day is over and say, Lord, why didn't I pull out some of these pillows and use them? They make your basket much larger, and they help get that inventory down, y'all. So there'll be some of those will be showing coming up in some of my lives. I'm definitely going to be using some pillows and throws and even blankets and robes, and my cake boxes have got to come back out. My cupcake boxes I've got to bring back out. I've got to use up some of this stuff, y'all. So, and this time is going to start running by mighty, mighty, mighty fast. Let me see. Jemima said, one of our basket VIPs in the building, still classy, the polka dot queen. Let me see. VIP still classy, the polka dot queen. I love me some polka dots. I love polka dots. I love animal print. Let me see. Kimberly loves the polka dot. She's the one that got me on the paper, the polka dot paper. Yes, these gifts with the fans are beautiful. Also planned to LLC. Loretta said, you're still classy. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope you found something that they're so easy, y'all. These are all the ones tonight are so easy. Auntie's Gift some more said, oh, those are so pretty. Carol said, love you. Can't take 2 weeks again. I'll be going in classy withdrawals. You're so sweet. Yeah, I'll try from now on, if I do one, to just do one. I won't do 2 week spans. That was kind of long. The first week didn't count though. The first week was just stress. The second week I just took because I was tired. I was just tired, but in a good way. I was tired in a good way. Carol said, love you. Oh, I just read that. Linda said, hello, classy, and everyone. Hey, Linda, how are you, darling? Hey, Chosen, how you doing, sweetheart? She said, hey, y'all, just getting off. I'll have to catch the replay as usual. I see me buffering again. Alicia said 181 watching and 196 thumbs up. Look at y'all. Oh, y'all, we almost at 200. Are you serious? Y'all came through. Look at y'all. Anita said, is that a purse pillow? No, I don't believe so. Isn't it pretty though? I love, and see, that was one of my hoarding things there, y'all. That was one of my hoarding pillows. I've been hoarding this pillow, y'all. I keep saying I'm getting rid of all my pillows. For some reason, that one keeps getting put back. Y'all got certain things that you want to get rid of, but you really, really deep down in the back of your mind, you don't. That's one of them. I just love that pillow. Um, but it's going in a basket. I got too many light blue things that it can go with. But no, it's not a purse. It's just a pillow. But it's pretty. I love it. Let me see. Alicia said, love you. Gifts by Chosen. Sprinkles. Hey, Queen. Where you at, girl? I've been looking for you. Um, where did that go? She said, hey, Classy in chat. Hey, darling. Anita retracted. Giovanna said, yes, that book will sell some baskets, LOL. It's cute, right? My Crafting Hut said, love that pillow. Yeah, me too. Chosen said, hey, Sprinkles. Queen said, I'll go back and watch your replay later. Um, yeah, the first part of it, baby, was just me talking about all of my stuff. Queen was one of the ones, y'all. She was part of my support system. She got me in check. She's the one that scolded me, talking about you can't keep acting like you walking in faith and turn around and being negative. You got to let that mess go and give it to God. It's designs for you. Said, hey, Still Classy. Hey, darling. Sedona said, hey, Chosen. Auntie's Gift said, I'm with you, Classy. I'm using all these containers I've had forever. Yes. Mother's Day, guys. The perfect time to get rid of anything. No lie. There's so many different things that moms likes, different hobbies, different crafts, different everything. You cannot go wrong with Mother's Day. They like grandchildren stuff, you know. The grandmothers get stuff, anything to do with grandchildren. You say anything about a grandchildren, nanas, mimis, any of that stuff. Garden stuff, kitchen stuff, and yes, even cleaning stuff. But you can't go wrong. Pets, they love their pets. People that are empty nesters, that have nothing but pets, they love anything to do about their dogs or their cats. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's the time to upload all that inventory that you have, that you've been like, when am I going to get out? Now is the time. Because there's different moms that like different things. So have a variety of all kinds of stuff out there. Monique said, hey, Chosen. Chosen said, hey, Mo Better Boo. Alicia said, woo wee, we are at 200. Yay, look at y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all just like to do it slow. You like to bring it out slow and then hit it. Let me see. Where was I at now? I done lost it. Sedona said, got 205 likes on my end. Yay. Bonnie is celebrating. Yes, thank y'all. Hey, Mama Showers. She said, hey, Classy. Sorry I'm late. Had to go to a funeral. Oh, I'm so sorry. Prayers, baby, for that family, but so happy you made it in. Hope you're doing okay, Mama. I ain't been talking with you a while. I'm used to you being in the car with Kimberly so I can talk with you. I ain't spoken with you in a while. I always tell her to give you my love, though. Queen is sending hearts. Chosen said, I'm only off Monday. Hopefully I'll feel good enough to show you what I've come up with. I hope so, baby. But if not, I'm not one to judge. I know now what it's like to take time off when you need it. So you do what you need to do. And if you don't feel like doing a live, do a video when you feel like it. Y'all, we got to rest and take care of ourselves. We know we love each other, but sometimes it can be a little much. Carol said, hey, Chosen. Sonia said, hello, Still Classy, and everyone. Hello, baby. Deem said, don't forget about young moms. Some of the teen Easter products are perp. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying they were taking out some leftover Easter baskets back out. Y'all, they're on every occasion. they're always looking for something else. Somebody will come up to a Mother's Day table looking for a man's gift. Somebody is going to come up looking for, like they say, a baby gift. You know, they'll take and give an expectant mom a baby gift for Mother's Day. So yes, we do have to have a variety of other type of things on our table. Baby gifts, a boy gift, a girl gift, a child gift, a teen gift. Somebody might be wanting to pick, and it's graduation time. You know what I mean? Some graduation gifts. Um, you need to have some graduation gifts out there, y'all. Lots of graduations going on. Have you a couple of those out there? Have you a miscellaneous table over there with things like that? You know, I was wondering about your posting, Miss Chosen. I hope all is well. She just worked, and they working her down to her bones, Robbie. They working her. Hey, Hope, how you doing, baby doll? We about to get off of here now. I'm so glad you popped in for me to say hey to you. Robbie said, yes, ma'am. I do some of my Bath and Body. I hate getting rid of that. Right? I know I held on to that two-piece that KOK gave me forever. I still have it. But I just got me another Bath and Body Works coupon, y'all. Looks like I'll be making me another trip to Bath and Body Works. Miss V said, Mom, yes, a mom-to-be basket. Absolutely. And we forget about that sometimes when we get, you know, we need to be reminded. Stuff like that, you know, have a couple of men's gifts out there, have a mom-to-be gift out there, have a couple of children's gifts out there, graduation, yes, Witness Creations, that's what I said, have some graduation gifts out there. Robbie said, hey, Miss Hope. Hope said, I'm at my aunt's retirement birthday celebration. Give her our love. Give her, tell them we all said hey. Well, y'all, I don't know how long I've been on, but I know probably for a mighty long time. So I'm about to get on off of here. I hope to see you guys next week. I can't wait to see what all y'all are working on. Sandra said, I'm late to the live, had dinner with my daughter and grands. I'll watch the replay. I'm glad you were able to have some quality time with your family, darling. Hope said, I'll watch the replay. All right, sweet baby. I wanted to drop off my light. Well, I appreciate it, darling. I really do. All right, guys, I love you, and I want to thank y'all again for all of y'all support. It means so, so much to me. And for my little circle that got me through this, you know, got me back on track and back focused again. Y'all know I love y'all. I love you to pieces. And y'all know I do the same for every one of y'all. So until next time, guys, y'all stay prayed up. Let's stay busy, busy, busy. Girl, I know we all shopping. I told Kimberly, I said, I got to keep my butt out of these stores so I can get some gifts made, y'all. They need to come on and do this, finish up with these 90% offs here after Easter so we can get back to making gifts. I got to find out what they were talking about on that Dollar General Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I got to do some research. Somebody on here said they having that Thursday. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find out. Leola said, very good information and beautiful concepts. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Kisses right back at you, Vonnie, and thanks for the hearts. But y'all be good, y'all. Stay prayed up. Keep me in your prayers. I'll keep y'all in my prayers. And until next time, y'all be safe out there. Bye now. Oh, clearance event starts Thursday. But what clearance event? Is it an additional 50% off of already clearance? Is it that, Bonnie? Is that what's going on? Let me know real quick. Anita said, great live. Thanks for sharing. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, sweetheart, and thank you. Morris said, good night, Still Classy. Good night, sweetheart. Is it a clearance event where you get an additional 50 off of anything that's on clearance, Bonnie? Let me know that real quick. Or anybody that knows. Or is it just a different kind of clearance event? I like those that give you an additional 50 off of the clearance. Chosen said, hey, at Crafty Granny. Y'all, how do I keep losing my coffee cup and I have not gotten up out this chair? Seriously, that is just craziness. Leola said good night. Good night, baby. Bonnie, yes. It's an additional 50. See, how are we ever going to get gifts made? Amanda said good night. Great life. Thank you, sweet baby. DJ said, yeah, Lord Jesus. How are we going to get any work done, y'all? That's what I want to know. Anyway, all right, y'all. I'm about to get off for real. I will talk with y'all next time. Crystal said laundry, Yellow Star. Oh my God, Yellow Star toys again. I got to go out and start looking, and I'll check what else. All right, Crystal, let me know. Crystal, you be the girl that be on the know. I need your phone number, and you need my phone number. Who do we know that know each other? You need my phone number. You have all the heads up, girl. I need your I need your personal line. Bonnie said, I know, right? DJ said, this time more stores are doing 70%. Yeah. And they're taking a while to get to 90. Crystal said, Yellow Star. Yes, that's what I need again. Because last time all I looked for is boys. This time I need to look for some girls. Chosen said exactly what Auntie said. 8 days straight tomorrow. Bless your heart. Girl, that paycheck gonna be good though. Bonnie said, oh Lord, Chrissy. Deem is laughing. No, Bonnie is laughing. Sedona said, crunch time. Mother's, I know, right? Sedona, and we can't stay out the stores. Chosen said, love you all. Love you back, baby. All right, Bonnie. Thanks for the info, baby. All right, I'll talk with you guys later. Loretta said, yes, Crystal is yes, Crystal knows. I need to make, and I don't get notifications. I need to make sure I've got her. I don't know how to make sure that I get her notifications, but anybody that knows, look who gonna pop in. You and LBE. You and LBE. Sean said, hey, I'm just able to come on, still working. Working isn't putting baskets together, or you're working tonight? Which one? Deem said, did anyone get the gummy bears this year? The red ones after Valentine's Day? I got a few gummy bears. I got some purple ones, some red ones. I got a few. Thanks, Sean. Are you at work, baby? Linda said, Crystal, where is the sale going to be at Thursday? Dollar General, she said. They said Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is what somebody said in the chat. Deem is giving love. Lord, I thought I was about done with shopping now, and y'all got to come out with that. Crystal said Dollar General. Yep. And does it start Thursday, Linda? I mean, Crystal? Is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Is it all 4 days? Just a quick yes or no so we know. Is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Hey, Kay. Look, Kay, I made it just for you, girl. I even said that earlier. Kay, at because after you said that last night, I actually made this after you said that. I said, let me give Kay an amber glow. Look at there, Kay. Do you approve? I did that one just for you, Kay. Sedona said Thursday to Saturday. All right, there we go. Crystal said, screenshot my number, then I delete it. I don't see it. I number on there. Who got Crystal's number that I know, y'all? Who out of my people? Does Sean or Kimberly, or who's got Crystal's number that can give it to me? She's giving y'all her permission to give it to me. Kay said, it's cute, especially with the bear. Yes. Bonnie, are you saying you've got it? Do you have my number, Bonnie? Hey, Crystal, look, write this down. STILCLASSY. That's still classy with only one L in still. Okay? STILCLASSY. Still classy with one L in still. And then y'all know y'all always laugh at me. at AOL.com. That's my email. Go ahead and email me. Then I can get up with you that way. So STILCLASSY at AOL.com. And comment, say, this is Crystal. This is the lady that knows it. This is the lady that knows what's going on. Kay said, I got stuck working. Oh, you said that. You said you do that. But anyway, well, I love you, Kay, and I did that for you, baby, when you said you wanted an amber glow. I was on with Kimberly. I said, let me make this up after Kay said that. You said, what happened? What do you mean, what happened? Crafty said, every time you... I think about those CDs coming in the mail. Kay said, for what? What are you talking about, Kay? Bonnie is snickering. I know, y'all. My AOL is, I'm just so comfortable with it. I go to Gmail and everything looks different. It just don't even look the same over there. Kay said, what did you miss, baby? Sedona said, Kay, watch the replay. Auntie Gibson Moore is laughing. Craft is sending the hearts. I know, darling. I know. Hey, it works. Us old folks, we stick with what we know. Kay said, who's trying to extort? Oh, yeah, you got to watch the replay, baby. I got kicked out of my spot that I've been at forever. Dean said, at Crafty, I had 1 million free Wi-Fi minutes in the chat room. Robbie said, take care, Miss Classy. It was a wonderful life. Thank you, baby doll. I appreciate you, Robbie. All right, y'all. Now that we know about them sales and we all going to be back out in the store and y'all got to laugh at my AOL, we going to get on off of here. So I can't promise you how much I'm going to have next week since we're going to be shopping again all week. Sean said, just jumped on trying to get ready for tomorrow. All right, baby doll. Are you going to be able to go live in the morning? Are you going live in the morning? Bonnie said, what? It's a rewatch for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You missed that, Bonnie? Yeah. That's why I was out, girl. That's why I missed my first week. It was hard. LaDame said, hey, still classy. Long time no see. Hey, baby. King Bear, Unique Creation. Hey, darling. Hey, y'all popping in as we popping out. I'm glad y'all made it in, though. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all pop in. Kay said, have fun. Oh, Sean said, I will go live once I get set up. So it'll be, oh, you have a vending, is tomorrow a vending event, baby? You have a vending event tomorrow? I'm all behind, Sean. You know I've been out of the loop. You have a vending event, baby? Deem said, Crafty, I had an AOL boo and everything. An AOL boo, did you now? Oh, my Lord. Well, that's my email, y'all. Hey, Charlie, where you been at? Look at everybody popping in late. Crafty said, no, D, that was me in the Yahoo chat rooms. Sean said, yes, the Easter egg hunt was postponed until tomorrow. Oh, okay. You going to be able to sell baskets out there too? Or you're doing food. See, Sean, baby, I ain't been on top of stuff. You're doing cakes, right? Girl, I ain't in the loop no more. I have been out of it. Bonnie is laughing. LaDame said, hey, everyone in the chat, I gave you your regular 2 likes. Thank you, sweetheart. Anita is laughing. Charlie said, I know. Deem is laughing. Sean said, oh, you're doing both. Well, honey, girl, get on out there and do your stuff. Saying a prayer right now that you do absolutely fabulous. Yeah, and definitely go on live so we can see you out there. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to get on off of here one more time. All these here at the last minute. Sedona said, Mama Queen, I want some cake, right? I can smell it from here, Sedona. Sean said, thanks for the prayer, sis. You're so welcome, darling. All right, guys. Love you, but I'm really getting off this time. I will see you guys hopefully next week. If nothing but to show you my haul, since y'all done told me about a new sale. One of a Kind Creation said, good evening, still classy and everyone. I've been on, just had time to speak, been doing hair. My babies just had their hair washed and braided today. That poor girl was over here from 9 hours. Woo, y'all would not want to touch Danielle's hair. That girl's got the thickest hair. Oh my God. And it's to her waist when it's straight. But she's been over here doing Danielle and Amari's hair. So they got fresh braids now. Let me see. Charlie said, cute concepts, classy. Thank you, darling. Good night, Crystal. Email me, baby. All righty. I will talk to you guys later on. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Love ya. God, I ain't been on in so long, y'all. I don't even know where the X was at. All right, y'all. Bye. I'll talk to you next week.